Hello, all you happy party people. Now, Hogan wants one last match, and I gotta touch on this before I move on to other things. Because it's hilarious. Because Hogan, who is 60 years old, has had like 8 back surgeries, has no knees left, his hip is in like 20 pieces and might be metallic by now. You know, the guy can barely walk, but he wants one last match. And he says he's gonna bring it. Bring what? We're not exactly sure, but we think it's his adult diaper. So that, Mick Foley realizes I'm beat up, I don't want another match. These people realize that, and Hogan's like, nope, I want to do more wrestling. I want to wrestle till I can wrestle no more, which was 5 years ago. So, Hogan, good luck in your one last match. Hopefully, the WWF thinks you're retarded and does not do it. Now, today, I want to talk about the Raw announce team. Because I was reading an article the other day, which, if you watch these videos regularly, you'll notice a pattern here. I read a lot of wrestling articles because I have to keep up on news, so I can talk about it. And it was talking about how the announce team sucks and was placing the blame on Michael Cole. It is not Michael Cole's fault the announce team sucks. It has never been Michael Cole's fault the announce team sucks. Michael Cole is a decent announcer. You people just want to blame Michael Cole because you want Jim Ross back. Well, Jim Ross is never coming back. Jim Ross is dead to the WWF. Jim Ross is old. He doesn't want to come back. The WWF doesn't want Jim Ross back because he's senile and doesn't know where he is most of the time. Jim Ross thinks he's senile and so therefore thinks he's in his 20s and wants to go ride Harleys and fuck naked women at strip clubs. So Jim Ross is never coming back. I don't care what he says, he's never coming back. You are stuck with Michael Cole. You get the choice between Michael Cole and Michael Cole because he's the only one who's willing to do it. But it's not his fault the announce team sucks. That blame lies squarely on Jerry, I'm the overrated king of wrestling, Lawler. I say fire Lawler. Then again, when he had a heart attack, I hope that he died. I was rooting for the man to die, so I never had to listen to Jerry Lawler again. Jerry Lawler is annoying. He barely knows what's going on half the time. And all he wants to do is make bad jokes. Which, by the way, in the 90s, the only reason he worked is because of Jim Ross. Jim Ross was a great straight man for him. And a funny person can only be as good as their straight man. Michael Cole is not a good straight man for him. But Michael Cole is a great straight man for John Bradshaw Layfield. So yes, Jerry Lawler needs to leave. He needs to be fired. He needs to be fired out of a cannon into the Pacific Ocean because no one likes him anymore. Even his cousin, the Honky Tonk Man, hates his fucking guts. Even his other cousin, Jimmy Hart, hates his fucking guts. I don't have any cousins at the moment that hate my guts that I know about. Jerry Lawler was also an asshole when he was a wrestler. He was known for working stiff and for taking advantage of people in matches. In short, Jerry Lawler is a terrible human being who needs to be tortured continuously for several days and then beheaded for the fun of it. Now, once Jerry Lawler is gone, or dead, or decapitated, or shot into the moon, hell if I care what you do with the man, you will see the announce team improve. because Michael Cole's not a bad announcer and JBL's not a bad announcer. So there'll be no one sucking the heat and everything else out of the announce team. Like Jerry, the needs to be shot and put out of his misery, Lawler. I mean, hell, bring in someone else instead of Lawler. Be like, Lawler, you have a job for life. Here's $50. Go sit on your couch and smoke weed. I don't know how much weed $50 will buy, but I don't think it's a lot. And then you can fire him for abusing the drug policy. I don't know. Jerry Lawler needs to be gone. And then you will notice the announce team improve dramatically. Because Michael Cole is a good announcer. You just gotta have someone there who's not absolutely terrible and doesn't need to be fired into the sun.